What's going on, everybody? How are y'all doing, man? Let's spread the positivity today and cut out all the negative stuff. I've been on Twitter, man, and it's just been negative, 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 man. But that's social media nowadays. So listen, I just want to tell y'all, have a good day, ignore the hate, and just try to be positive. You'll be in a better mood. Anyways, though, let's get to the point of this video. This video is about not wasting your VC when NBA 2K19 drops. Now, I made a 8 tips video for making a demigod build in 2K19. I'll leave the link in the description for that. This is kind of elaborating on, we'll say 1 or 2 of the topics I talked about in that video, but I want to go in more detail because I know it's going to help some of you out. I made a video about this before 2K18 and you guys really enjoyed it, so make sure you drop a like on this if it helps you out and it gives you kind of some ideas on what you're going to do and what you're not going to do when the game first comes out. Now, the first thing I'm going to tell you right now is there are high risk and there are low risk builds to make when the game first drops. Now, I talked about this in my other video. If you're going to make a speed boosting player, you better make sure that player can speed boost before you upgrade them. Now, I know a ton of people on 2K18. They made a primary sharpshooter, secondary playmaker, thinking that he's going to be able to speed boost, just like the small sharpshooters in 2K17. That was not the case this year. So if you made that build right off the start, you pumped 200,000 VC into him just to find out no matter what overall you got to, you won't be able to speed boost. You just wasted 200,000 VC. Now, that's not the end of the video right there. There's a lot more to talk about when it comes to this topic. Obviously, there's high risk and low risk builds, like I said. I'm going to tell you right now, most of you tell me you have nobody to run with. Oh, my win percentage isn't good because I have nobody to run with. Why are you making a stretch big then? Why are you making these post scorer builds then? If you have no one to run with, I'm going to tell you right now, guess what build you should make? Comment down below if you already know what I'm about to say. Make a glass cleaner. Why? Let's say, first of all, you're running with straight randoms, right? Guess what they shoot from the field? Most of them probably shoot 50% at best from the field. So guess what there's a lot of? There's a lot of rebounds to be had. If you're a glass cleaner, first of all, with a glass cleaner build, it's very hard to mess it up. Unless you're going to make a minimum wingspan, you can't mess them up. Of course, you might not make the perfect build, which is why you should watch my videos, but you might not make the perfect build, right? You might end up making him max weight and then realize, I wish he was medium weight, but guess what? The max weight is still functional. Or you might make a minimum weight and then realize, damn, I wish I made a max weight. But guess what? The minimum weight is still functional. You're still going to be able to get boards. You're still going to be able to set screens. You're still going to be able to cut. You're still going to be able to do all those things. Another low risk build, a pure sharpshooter. Because guess what? You're not going to be able to speed boost no matter what. So there's no risk. You'll be able to shoot threes no matter what. That's what you're there for. So there's no risk in making it. Now, like I said, you might make a 6'6" and be like, man, damn, I wish I made him 6'10". But guess what? That 6'6" pure sharpshooter is still functional. He's still going to be able to ball out. If you try to make a speed boosting build and then it comes to find out you can't speed boost, guess what? That 200K, say goodbye. You're never going to use that player. You know how many people on 2K18, friends of mine, they made builds. Their first player, they pumped the VC into him. They played on him for a month and then realized, I don't like this player, and never played on him again. In my opinion, that's a waste of 200,000 VC. You see the player I'm playing on right here. You guys remember the video I made about this guy, right? There's the thumbnail right there. I decided to make this player before the game ever came out. This gameplay is from today. He's still functional. He's still alive. I could still play on him and be effective to this very day. I didn't waste any VC. I made him and it was never a problem. I could play on him right now. 11 months later, he's still a good build. Now, I'm not saying if you want to make a speed boosting player, don't do it. But what I would say is be patient before you upgrade them. Maybe go hit the My Career. Unless they allow us to see who can speed boost and who can't before the game comes out. Obviously, if they do that, then you're going to be all set. You'll know. But if not, wait a little bit. Wait a couple hours. Wait a day before you put the VC into them. See what you already listen. YouTube is so big nowadays. There's going to be somebody that made the same build as you. They're going to have already upgraded him, and you'll be able to see what his attributes are. You'll be able to see, can he speed boost? Can he not? Can he get contact dunks? Can he not? Can he get tier 1 dribble moves? Can he not? All those things that, right? There's a big difference between 89 ball control and 90 because that's the difference between tier 3 in tier 2. There's a big difference between 86 ball control and 85 ball control. Speed boosting or no speed boosting, etc., etc. So you gotta see on those high risk builds, you gotta make sure before you put that VC into them. Now, I know I'm gonna have more than one build. You guys are gonna, what's gonna be your build? I don't know what my build is gonna be. I gotta wait. I gotta see the attributes. I gotta see the badges. I gotta see the types of builds, etc., etc. But best believe my first build, obviously I'm making a center. You guys know I'm a center at heart. My first build will be a low risk build. It might be a slash and rebounder. It might be a pure glass cleaner. It's gonna be one of those builds that there's very low risk. There's very few ways that you can mess him up. Now, he might not be perfect if you don't make him correct. But listen, like I said, the slash and rebounder that I made day one is still good to this day. Even in 2K17, the post score I made, the first day a game came out, is still good to this day. I know what I'm doing when it comes to center builds. I promise you that. So if you're new, make sure you hit that sub button because you're gonna get the best center builds out there on this channel. But besides the point, I'm gonna start probably with a glass cleaner or something like that next year, and then I'm gonna branch away and I'm gonna say, all right, so let's see, if I want to make a guard, okay, this person's build can speed boost, but he's 6'5". Can they speed boost at 6'6"? I'm going to check it out, decide what... You understand what I'm saying, right? Before you pump that VC into him, make sure you are certain on those high-risk builds. Also, another type of high-risk build, in my opinion, for this year, not high-risk, medium risk. Now we're doing degrees of difficulty. Medium risk builds was the post score because I didn't know. I seen people shot creating, pure, slashing, rebounding. I didn't know. I'm like, you know what? It really depends on this. And I made a pure post and I loved them. But guess what? At that point, I had so much VC from playing stage. And then I realized, you know what? I'd rather have the shot creating post. Now, I don't regret either one because the pure post actually has things better than the shot creating. The shot creating has things better than the pure. But if I had started with the post scorer build this year, I don't know what I would have went with. You know, I was undecided. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to wait a little bit. And I understand if you wait, right, and then you get a build that you don't like anyways, you're wasting the VC. But guess what? You probably didn't have to buy that VC if you follow my rules because you guys know how I am with the VC. I don't upgrade my players all the way if they don't need to be upgraded all the way. Also, I don't buy VC, bro. I make my VC through the game. I'm not going to spend money. Listen, the microtransactions are out of control as is. I'm not spending money on this. I hope you guys aren't either. You could go to the stage and make VC, even if you're not that good. Like I say all the time, if you go with the right 3 players, you can get games and you can win games in the stage. But that's a topic for another day. That's another video on how to make money in the stage I can do. But when it comes to VC, man, I hate to see people who make a first build and it's no good and they wasted either the money they got from pre-ordering the game or they went and spent $50 to $100 on VC, pumped it onto a player that they don't even use a month later. That is a big waste of money, man. Stop. Y'all need to stop doing that, man. Be smart about your VC. I know it sounds stupid. It's just virtual, but guess what? You probably spent real life money to get that virtual currency. Stop spending it on dumb ass builds. Don't trust these builds that these people post just because your favorite YouTuber says it's the best build, bro, doesn't mean it is. And you could say, well, that boy, why should we trust you? Exactly. Question me. Trust me. I can take it. Question me. I have no problem with that. Question my builds. Because guess what? When you question my builds or you question something that I do, guess what? If I see it, I try to read as many comments as I can, but it gets tough. But if I see that, guess what it does for me? Then I'm like, wait. He's saying, why is, slash and rebounder instead of pure glass? And then I go and look at it. I'm like, okay, yeah, no, I still think in my opinion, I want to go with the slasher. Or I might look at it and be like, you know what? I think I want pure glass instead. Whatever the case is, it helps me out too by you questioning me. I have no problem with you questioning my builds because everything I provide you is factual. I don't just say this is the best build because look at me. I shot a green right here. That's not the best build. That's one shot. You guys know how I am, man. It's about the body of work. What can the build do consistently? And overall, for me, can the build win? If you can win on the build, then it's a good build. Even if it doesn't work for other people. You know what I mean? But listen, my point is, the whole video, the main point, if you take one thing away, is if you're going to make a high-risk player, high risk meaning that 1 inch of height or one little bit more weight, less weight, too much, 1 inch too tall, 1 inch too short can affect the way the build performs. For example, speed boosting, contact dunks, tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 dribbling, all those little things that might make a, one attribute point can make the difference on, then you better be damn certain, if you're making that build for that reason, that you have the right height, weight, the right blend of archetypes, all that stuff. Because if you don't, you're going to waste $50 to $100 on the game for no reason when you already bought the game for $60 or $100 or whatever you bought it for. So be patient. You could go check out my 8 tips video if you want more on in terms of creating a good first build. And like I said, bro, of course I will be bringing you guys the best guard and the best center build in my opinion, just like I did this year. And anyone that made the builds I posted for 2K18 came back with great reviews. You guys know what I do when it comes to builds, man. I analyze all the badges, the attributes. I post my opinion, and then I let you take it from there and make the alterations to the build that you want. If you want a slightly different than what I have, I give you the reasoning. I give you all the best details for you to make your own decision. I don't just tell you make it because I made it. Nah. Take what I have, take the information I'm providing you, and do your own thing that fits your playstyle. But anyways, guys, I appreciate all the support recently, right? We just hit 100K recently, and we're already like almost 110K. You guys have getting all my videos, crazy amounts of likes and views, and I'm excited for 2K19. I hope you are as well. Hope you guys have a great day, and I'll talk to y'all next time. Peace.